Hey, I'm Tina Al-Kharsan, and we're back with another video for our series on justice and accountability in Syria. Throughout the Syrian conflict, and especially after the fall of Bashar al-Assad, a multitude of institutions were created to address the legacy of rights violations that were committed. Today, we'd like to explain what these institutions are and the similarities and differences in their work. In May 2025, President Ahmed Al-Sharaa signed Presidential Decree No. 20, establishing the NCTJ, or the National Commission for Transitional Justice. The commission is tasked with investigating grave human rights violations. However, it's limited to investigating crimes committed by the Assad government and does not include other groups like Hayat Tahrir al-Sham or HTS. Still, the commission will help the Syrian authorities hold perpetrators accountable, compensate victims, and prevent future abuse. Leading the NCTJ is Abdel Basit Abdel Latif, who has committed to including survivors, legal experts, and civil society in the process, hopefully pursuing a collective approach to transitional justice. Another vital effort is the National Commission for the Missing, or the NCM, that was established the same day as the NCTJ. Leading the NCM will be Dr. Mohammed Rida Jilghi, who will focus on discovering the whereabouts of the missing, no matter who the perpetrator was. The Commission will also provide legal and humanitarian support to families. Unfortunately, the NCM faces several limits. For one, the evidence it collects will not feed into criminal prosecutions. Still, the evidence seeks to address a core demand: truth and closure for the families of the missing. Lastly, there's the Independent National Committee for Investigations and Fact-Finding on the Coastal Violence that was formed in March 2025. The committee was formed to investigate the recent violence and rights violations that occurred on the coast of Syria. Despite conducting numerous interviews, the findings have still not been made public, raising questions around transparency and political will. Moving outside of Syria, many international mechanisms have been created to support a successful transitional justice process within the country. The Independent Institution on Missing Persons, or the IIMP, founded by the UN in 2023, focuses on clarifying the fates of missing persons both inside and outside Syria, including those who disappeared while fleeing violence. Like the NCM, the IIMP's work is humanitarian in nature. It's still in its early stages of development, so it's unclear what role they will take in the search for Syria's missing. Then, there's the International Impartial and Independent Mechanism, or the IIIM, that was created by the UN in 2016. This body collects evidence of war crimes and creates legal files, many of which have already supported universal jurisdiction trials throughout Europe. On the other hand, the International Committee of the Red Cross is also deeply engaged in reconnecting families, identifying human remains, and offering humanitarian support wherever it can. Like the NCM and the IIMP, it doesn't prosecute individuals, but its work is vital in documenting the missing. And finally, the UN Commission of Inquiry, or the COI, was founded in 2011 to investigate suspected war crimes and grave human rights violations, including chemical attacks and sieges in places like Idlib and Ghouta. With over 11,000 testimonies collected, their reports have become an important part of the historical record of the conflict. Justice in Syria will not be met through individual trials or commissions. Instead, transitional justice will be achieved through a collective approach, one that involves survivors, advocates, national bodies, and international mechanisms. There are significant hurdles ahead in achieving transitional justice. However, the Syrian government and international supporters must ensure that Syrian demands are heard. If you have any questions or comments about what we talked about today, or have an idea for our next video, please leave a comment below.